before I'm taken away from you. Watch this. Watch. Are you ready for this? Let me inherit a double portion of your spirit. Now watch. In the New Testament, we don't need double portion. We have all of God. In the Old Testament, they have portions, right? But look at the principle behind it. Let me inherit a double portion of your spirit. I dare you to ask big things. I dare you to ask big things. I dare you to ask. Oh, don't say, "Why ko tinapusan." I dare you to ask big things. I dare you to ask for the impossible. I dare you to believe in what was once impossible. Now it is possible. I dare you to ask big things. Elijah said, "What do you want?" "I want to be better than you." He said, "I want to be better than you. I want a double portion of your power. Everything you did, I want to do it to better." Natawan niyo ang bali, Elijah. You have asked a difficult thing. You have asked a difficult thing, Elijah said. Yet if you see me, watch. If you miss this, you're going to miss it. Here's my kicker. Yet if you see me, when I am taken from you, it will be yours. Otherwise, it will not. So he says, you want a double portion of my anointing? Okay. Here's the condition. If you see what is about to happen. You know why Elijah said that? Because you could actually be there and not see. Mas-surprise lang siya kung di na si Elijah. Where's Elijah? The most critical part to stepping into your miraculous destiny is seeing. Okay, you want to be better than me? You have to have this ability to see. Otherwise, you can't do ministry like me. You have to be able to see. And if you see what's going to happen, watch this. If you see what's going to happen, then what you ask for, no matter how big it is yours. And as soon as you start seeing, the impossibilities start to become possibilities. And what was once thought that's something that could not be done, now you start seeing, I can ask big. I can conquer big. I can see. See it first, then it's yours. See it, and it's yours. If you can't see it, I love you, but you're just going to be like everybody else. But I dare you to be better. Watch. Because nothing is too difficult for those who can see. You need to ask God and say, Father, I want to see. I want to see. So Elijah says, everything you asked, you will have if you can see. And as they were walking along and talking together, suddenly, watch this, a chariot of fire and horses of fire appeared and separated the two of them. And Elijah went up to heaven in a whirlwind. Bang! While they were talking, it just happened. Bam! While they were talking, it just happened. How about Elisha? I want you all to read this with me. Are you ready? When I flip the page, you read. Everybody, 1, 2, 3. Elijah saw. Oh, you missed that. Everybody say, Elijah saw. Elijah saw. He did not just see. He cried out, Elijah, I can see. My father. What did you see, Elisha? Chariots and horsemen of Israel. Oh, you missed me, church. That was the critical part. The mantle was not yet sent. The promise was there. But Elijah said, well, you can be just like one of the many prophets. But if you want more, you need to see. When the miracle happened, can you imagine Elijah walking, and all of a sudden, woo, And in the back of his mind, in his heart, Elijah in a split second would have probably, did I see or did I miss? And he looks up and he sees and he says, I see my father, the chariots and the horsemen of Israel. And Elisha saw him no more. Then he took hold of his garment and tore it in two. What was his garment? That was his earthly identity. He took it off and said, now that I see, I don't want to live like this anymore. Now that I have seen, I cannot be the old way. You're missing me, Bert. Now that I have seen the power of God, I cannot look like this anymore. I cannot talk like this anymore. I have seen what God is about to do for me. You can't see the extraordinary and stay the same. You cannot. You have to take something off. And then Elijah threw his garment. Elisha picked the cloak up, walked to the edge of the river with all the other 50 prophets and told everyone, watch this, watch this, watch this. I'm gonna split the river in half. He takes up his cloak. Watch. Elisha then picked up Elijah's cloak that had fallen from him while he saw, and stood at the bank of the Jordan. Watch this, church. Stood. Imagine you're the 50 prophets. He could have gone forward. He went back. Stood in front of his doubters. Those who said, do you know what's going to happen? Those who said, you're not going to make it. Those who said, you're going to fail. Those who said, you're not going to amount to anything. He stares at them, holding the cloak. He took the cloak that had fallen and struck the water with it and said, where now is the Lord, the God of Elijah? And when he struck the water, it divided to the right and it divided to the left, and he crossed over. Watch, those who spoke against him, those who were not impressed, the company of the prophets from Jericho who were watching said, the spirit of Elijah is resting on Elisha. And they went to meet him and bowed before the ground before him. Watch this. Everyone that goes against you, if you know the promise, and if God gave you a word, and you go beyond the river, and you see, even the ones who want to see you fall, even the ones who want to see you fail, will have no choice but to bow down and say, the Spirit of the Lord is with him.